Many of these spectators will be Spanish now as they urge on Contador. Looks like Froome is going to go for points in the King of the Mountains here. He won't get the lead today, but he's right in the frame now as last year's winner. He gets the points and he's going to kick. Now, Chris Froome is going to go for the descent here.
And pulling off there was Nairo Quintana, Phil, to see if anybody was going to help him out. Then all of a sudden he said, oh, I need to pay attention to this. I've got to chase down Chris Froome. At the moment when he thought that Chris Froome was just accelerating to get himself a few mounting points, Froome went right onto the attack, knowing that it's 10 miles downhill to the finish in Bagnères de Luchon.
First two riders up the climb of the Col de Périssard. Froome, the winner of the Tour de France a year ago. Quintana, second in the Tour de France a year ago. The favourites have come to the top.
Well, Froome, Phil, everybody said he was waiting for the climb up towards Andorra, and now all of a sudden he's putting Movistar onto the back foot. It's up to the riders in the blue jerseys there with the yellow helmet, with the lime green helmets, to actually try and chase him down. But that was a very crafty move. It looked as if he was going for King of the Mountain points, and he went straight over the top.
Well, look at him the way he's out of the saddle. He's kicking all the way down to the bottom here. If he wins the stage, he takes the race lead, as simple as that. And all the plans by the organiser of the Tour de France to not finish a race uphill in the Pyrenees to stop Chris Froome taking the lead will have come to naught.
Sitting on the back there is Adam Yates. He will just be praying at the moment that it all comes back together and he can actually take the overall lead at the end of the day. Theoretically, I would say Chris Froome doesn't have that much of a chance to get himself the victory in this situation. But isn't it interesting the way he's changed his tactics? People would expect him to go for the acceleration like this on the slopes of a mountaintop finish. But he's thrown caution to the wind. He's thrown tactics out of the window as he speeds down this hill at 45 miles an hour. He sees this as another opportunity. That is a very difficult and dangerous position to adopt, but it makes him so very aerodynamic. It improves his coefficient of the penetration in the air, which is why he gets right the way down there into that very weird position. It's very much like a downhill ski racer.
He's just hitting 50 miles an hour, just topping 80 kilometres an hour at the moment. Clipping off the corners like an experienced Formula One race driver here. They're after him, though. They're going to try and get him. If he runs off the bottom with this sort of a lead, they'll pounce on him before the finish. It's a long, flat run-in.
I wouldn't think he's too concerned at the moment, but I think he just sees this as a slightly different tactical approach to trying to take the overall lead in a race like this. And what it's done is everybody was trying to read his tactics. They've read the way that Chris Froome has read the Tour de France in the past, and all of a sudden he's actually taken them, I think, and caught them unawares.
The man chasing is Quintana himself, right on the front and driving just now.
It's not much of an advantage, Phil. Race radio is telling me it's not much more than 7 or 8 seconds. But when you look at this group, there is actually no organised chase. And I'm a little bit surprised to see guys like the two BMC riders leaving it all up to Movistar to do the chasing. Froome is riding at 56 miles an hour, while in the chase group behind, Quintana is only doing 51 to 52 miles an hour.
Adam Yates gambling here at the back now. If Froome wins, he loses because Froome would take yellow. But if he can get him back, he's still back in the mix for the yellow jersey here.